I am doing an update for my gastric sleeve process. I have tried to record this twice before. This is my third time. If something goes wrong with this, I give up. I was going to do the 5 and 6 week MASH stage update, but because everything is going wrong with me trying to record anything, I'm going to just do an update on everything. Today is Sunday, April 16th. Tomorrow, I think I'm 10 weeks. So an update on all of the stages will just be a lot easier. Also because for me, I kind of merged all the stages into the one, like I didn't do the stages. I just did what I felt was comfortable and right for me. I didn't follow the guide like I should have. So technically I should have done the week 5 and 6 starting the 14th of March for 2 weeks, and then the week 7 and 8 soft food from 28th of March for 2 weeks, and then the week 9 going on to the normal diet starting the 11th of April. You will hear dogs. I have 2 dogs. I have my mum's dog and my dog sitting on the floor with me. There is the washing machine going off. You may hear like rattling and stuff from that. Before I start on the actual update, I've done a little research on what I can and cannot show in the videos, and apparently I can show everything. So I'm going to go over the products that I've mentioned previously, like the protein powders, the vitamins and all that stuff that I do take at the moment. I am going to start with the protein powder. I have been using the Bulk Nutrients WPI Whey Protein Isolate. I've been trying to use it. I haven't found something that it goes well with that I actually enjoy. I used to take this a couple years ago when I was working with a personal trainer, and I would mix it with a bottle of water, I think, and I would add almond butter and cocoa powder. Oh, actually I forgot about that. But that would just make like a chocolate morning smoothie drink thing that's protein based. I actually haven't tried that. Maybe I'll get some almond butter and some, I just got cocoa powder, but this is what I've been using. In the same category as the protein powder, I have these little mini sample sachets. The big protein powder, I have the whey bag and I have the vanilla maple. I got the vanilla maple because I've had it before. As I mentioned, I was working with a personal trainer and the vanilla maple is nice, but I didn't want to commit to buying a giant bag of something that I've never tasted before, just in case it's not good. I've had a couple of them. I think the strawberry's okay. I think the vanilla's okay, and the banana, but I don't remember. So I'm ordering the little sample packets for now, just so I can taste them, and then the ones that I like, I'm going to mark off on a screenshot I have on my phone. The ones I don't, I'm going to mark them off as well, obviously in a different color. I've tried a couple. I've tried the chocolate ice cream, which I do not like. I don't like chocolate ice cream to begin with, so I don't know why I thought I would like it, but these are random, by the way. I don't get to pick the flavors. I was hoping the coffee one would be in here because I don't like coffee, but I like the way it smells, but the coffee wasn't included. I also got the cookies and cream in the sample pack, but I tried to turn it into like a hot drink, like a hot chocolate kind of situation, but when you put hot water with this powder, it turns into a styrofoam kind of cottage cheese kind of texture. No matter what you do, it won't turn, no matter what I did, it wouldn't turn liquid, and it was just gross. There was another flavor I tried, or I had. I don't remember. But the ones I've got left are chocolate, salted caramel, and choc peanut, which I don't think I'm going to like the choc peanut because I don't like peanut, but I'm going to try these. Once these are done, I'm going to order a new set of samples and hope that I get different flavors. These have quite a lot of protein. Each sachet has about 25 grams of protein, and I need to get a minimum of 80 per day, which is what I'm struggling with. And if I don't get more protein in, it'll start making me sick and my hair will start falling out. And I don't want my hair to fall out because I actually have nice hair. It's always tied up when I do the videos, but I actually like my hair. My hair's already starting to thin, and it's I notice it. I don't know if anyone else can notice it, but I notice it. So I'm hoping these help with the whole protein situation. You are supposed to get protein through food because it absorbs quicker going through the stomach rather than, that doesn't make sense. It absorbs quicker through food than it does through a liquid or, you know, the powders and stuff like that. So I'm working on the food side of protein as well. I can't show the original collagen protein water that I was using because I didn't like it. It was the raw flavor, so I got rid of it. The brand was Feel Good Protein, I think. I've got little samples of it. I'm pretty sure it's the same brand. The collagen protein powder I'm using now is Body Science. There is another brand called Muscle Nation, but whenever I'm at the shops, it's never available. Like, I can never find it. So I'm using Body Science at the moment. This is the strawberry lime flavor. I've also got the peach iced tea. They're both actually quite nice, but I find a scoop of this in my 600 ml drink bottle, it's too strong. I would prefer it, I think half a scoop with 600 ml is what I would prefer, but obviously I'm not going to do a smaller portion that are what I need because I need the protein. One scoop of this is a 25 gram scoop, and it's 20 grams of protein per scoop. So it's a good way to get protein. It's not a strong protein like the isolate is. I don't actually know what collagen does. Adds collagen, adds vitamin C, antioxidants, adds minerals. There's a vitamin that I've been looking at considering trying, which is a collagen vitamin, which does the skin elasticity, skin health, stuff like that. I'm hoping this helps with my skin because I've noticed I've lost about 20 kilos now and I'm at 10 weeks. And I'm noticing my skin is changing, especially on my thighs. My thighs, they're getting wiggly. And that doesn't bother me at all. I expected it. And to be honest, I see a body as a journey. It's kind of like a story. And obviously things are going to be different. Things are going to change. It's fine. I don't have an issue with the skin. Honestly, the skin is part of the journey. I do also have these little samples. I've actually been getting a lot of samples because I want to trial whether I like things before I commit to buying a big bag. These are the Feel Good proteins. This is the same brand as the raw protein that I was trying. I found a couple of these that are quite nice. The watermelon, the grape, and the raspberry are quite nice. I'm on the mango today, and the mango is quite nice so far as well. It's just one sachet of this. I put that in my 650 ml drink bottle, and it's really nice. I have two flavors. I have the lemon, lime, and the pina colada. So these are what I have left. All the other flavors I didn't enjoy, except I think now there's 4 that I like. I might order them depending on what the Muscle Nation flavors are, because I would prefer to get it from the supermarket rather than buy it online. This other brand is called Protein Perfection. It's also another water protein. I have not enjoyed these. I've tried 2. I've tried the icy lemonade and the wild raspberry, and they were both awful. They were terrible, but I've still got 4 that I haven't tried. I've actually put off trying them because they're not nice. But I've got the passion fruit, the lemon, lime, strawberry, kiwi, and mango. So we'll see how they go, but going off the first 2, these are not going to be very nice. The calcium chews that I take are the Barry Nutrix Nutritional Support. I've got 2 flavors. I've got the pineapple mango and the raspberry. It also comes in chocolate and coconut, but I don't like the flavor of coconut, so I'm not likely to get that one. I'm curious about the chocolate, but I take one of these every day, generally in the morning when I'm having breakfast, but these are really nice. I'm pretty sure I have to take these for the rest of forever, just like my multivitamins, but I don't mind because having the combination of different flavors, this is good. I don't mind this. The multivitamins that I take is the BN Chews, and eventually I'll be taking the BN capsules. These are disgusting. These are the orange chewable tablets. They have just come out with a different flavor. I don't know what the flavor is, but they've come out with a different flavor. I don't think I'm willing to try them just because of how awful this tastes. I'm not starting on these until this is finished, and I bought 3 bottles because I didn't know these were a thing. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna need to take these for the rest of my life. I bought a lot and I don't need them and I don't like them, but I have to take 2 a day. I alternate it with breakfast. So when I'm having breakfast, I'll have a bite of breakfast, and then I'll have a chewy, like one of these, and then I'll have another bite of breakfast to try and get rid of the flavor of this, and then I'll have the second one, and then I'll just continue with the rest of my breakfast. It's the only way that works because the flavor is so overwhelming. It's so gross, but I need them for the rest of my life, so I have to make something work. But I hope these don't have a flavor. I really hope they don't have a flavor. And they look quite small too. I haven't opened them yet, but they look small, like the bottle in comparison. And I'll open this one because these things are actually quite large. So there's 2 of these. They're gross and they're huge, but hopefully these ones are better. I am also on more reflux stuff. So out of surgery, you're told to take reflux medication at least once a day. Well, you have to do it once a day. They only give you enough for once a day, and you're supposed to do it for the first 2 months. My reflux is actually quite bad. It's quite uncomfortable. So they've put me on reflux medication twice a day. So this is what I got from the hospital. It's Zoprol ODT. I don't know what that means, but I take this every evening. It's technically a dissolvable one, but I was told I can swallow it because it tastes awful. And then this is lansoprazole, but I take one of these every morning. This is a capsule. It's a lot easier, and I think this one reacts better for me, but those are the reflux medications that I'm on. And then if I feel that I need something throughout the day, like if I'm feeling refluxy or if I feel uncomfortable, I take these. I keep this in my lunch bag. I have one in my normal bag, but it's the Chewy Quickies in forest berry flavor. But this helps. It's not very strong. This is 800 mg and this is 30. So I don't understand what the difference is, but I take all of these. I've also been trying out a couple different brands from the supermarket, like high protein snacks or no sugar snacks or stuff like that. I might do a video about what I recommend later on, but for now I'm still trialing, seeing what I like, seeing what I don't like. There's a lot of stuff I don't like. I didn't realize how picky I was until I had the surgery. I'm playing around with some different things, like I'm trialing chia seeds because apparently they're supposed to be good for you. Plus, if you mix it with Greek yogurt, which has like a natural high protein, it's supposed to be good for you. It's just a whole bunch of stuff that I'm trialing. Okay, back to these. I didn't split up the soft diet and the mash stage. I basically used them all as one stage. The soft food is basically, what is it? Stews, curries, casserole, pulled meat, and then the soft food is soft fish or seafood. I don't like seafood, so I didn't have anything to do with that. Slow cooked minced dishes like bolognese or cottage pies, poached egg, scrambled egg, boiled egg with mayo, frittata, blah blah blah. So when I did this one, I actively tried to keep it at a mash consistency. Every morning I would have beans, like baked beans, like a little cup of baked beans, and I had this protein egg bite from, I don't know what the brand is, it's Sunny something from Woolworths, and I would have that in the middle so that the sauce from the beans covers up the flavor of the egg, because I don't like the flavor of egg. Lunchtime I had cottage pie or shepherd's pie. Apparently Australia doesn't know the difference between cottage pie and shepherd's pie, so both of them were beef rather than one being lamb, one being beef. Shepherd's pie is supposed to be lamb, you know, shepherd's lamb, it kind of, you know, tells itself, but apparently Australia doesn't know that, or at least Coles doesn't know that. So I would either have cottage pie with mashed potato or cottage pie with sweet mashed potato, and I would have that with a little bit of steamed vegetables in a cheese sauce. So I guess I kind of did differentiate between mashed food and soft food throughout the day, but when it came to dinner, when I was on the mashed stage, I basically just had whatever was available at dinner time, or I would just have another piece of pie. It's not like it's a pie without pastry, so it's just the mince filling with mashed potato on top, which my dietitian said it was okay. So that's what I had through the mash stage. Through the soft food stage, I moved the breakfast on to I bought little brioche buns and I would toast one in the morning, put cream cheese on top, like a little bit of cream cheese on top, and put beans on top because beans are high in protein. So I tried to have beans as much as possible. Plus I enjoy beans. So it was a toasted half a brioche bun with cheese, cream cheese and beans. Coles has these quick meals that you can make. So I bought a pulled pork in Mexican sauce with some guacamole, it wasn't guacamole, it was just pureed avocado, some sour cream and Mexican salad. So the Mexican salad is just a combination of cabbage, lettuce, corn, carrot, spring onion and a Mexican sauce that I've never been able to recreate because it's a really nice Mexican sauce. I would have all of that with this shredded up pork because the pork is it's cooked as a chunk of meat, and then you just get like it's a chunk of meat with a bunch of sauces, and then once it's cooked you get your forks and you like shred it and it turns into this pile of shredded flavored meat in the sauce. It's really nice. I would combine all of those in a little tortilla taco bowl. I got the really mini ones, so the bowls were about that big, and I would have that for lunch every day at work. It was actually really, really nice. I did the same thing with dinner. I would just basically have whatever was available at home, or I would just get something from the freezer. I have a heap of stuff in the freezer, but generally I would just have what was available, what was being cooked. There have been a couple times where we've gone out for Chinese and I've had Chinese. I don't like the Chinese meat. I just have the Hokkien egg noodles with the Asian vegetables. I like the Asian vegetables. There's no protein in that at all, and I should not have it, but on the rare occasion where we would have something, I would have that. I think there have been a couple times where someone has brought home takeaway, like McDonald's. I would have a nugget, just one random nugget. I've never bought it myself. I've only ever had it if someone had brought some home and they've offered it. I think that's everything for the soft food. I don't think I had anything other than that. I've been snacking on light Cruskits with peanut butter, or I have Vita Wheat original crackers and I dip that in, I think the brand is Yummies, and it's sweet potato and roasted cashew, like a dip, and I have the dip with the Vita Wheat, and that's what I would have as a snack. You're not supposed to have Cruskits because there's no nutritional benefits, but when I was having the Cruskits, I was too scared to actually have food with a texture, and Cruskits dissolve peanut butter. I'm pretty sure peanut butter has some natural protein, but other than that, I tried not to snack. I have started snacking now, mainly because we've just had Easter, and I found a really good brand called Noshu, Noshu, who do a really nice sugar-free chocolate. They don't just do chocolates, they do cooking chocolate chips, and they do peanut butter pancake mix. I've got a high protein sugar-free pancake mix ready to go for when I decide to cook next. They do cookie mixes, brownie mixes, cake mixes, all with no sugar. Obviously that doesn't help the whole protein situation, but you could try and put protein in there somehow, and I guess you could add some protein powder. I've found a lot of interesting products that I never would have considered before the surgery, which has been quite good. Now that I am nearly 10 weeks, as soon as I hit the 9-week mark, I started experimenting with cooking because I actually enjoy cooking. I've actually started making little cooking videos of stuff that I consider sleeve-friendly foods, mainly so that I can go back and use it as a recipe because I don't like writing stuff down. I'm very OCD. If I write something down and I make a mistake, I can't just white it out or put a line through it. I have to like rip the whole page out and rewrite it all, and it doesn't work. I can't. So I've been making little videos of the stuff that I try or the stuff that I enjoy. They're all in small portions, and I don't know, I haven't done a lot of research regarding cooking videos for the sleeve. I don't know, I think it's fun. I enjoy cooking. I can't cook big meals because obviously when I cook, I don't cook for the house, I just cook for me. The rest can sort their own stuff out. But it's fun. I'm experimenting. I made a really nice beef burger. I've made a chicken burger for someone else. It's fun experimenting, trying to get the protein in, trying to make sure the flavors are good. The only issue that I have had in the past, 4-5-ish weeks, is my gallbladder. So after bariatric surgery, one of the biggest things that can happen afterwards, not only is it the leak, if you don't do things right, if you're not careful enough, stuff like that, but it reacts badly with the gallbladder. Generally, it's like a year or two down the track where things start to go wrong, but my gallbladder has decided it wants to have a tantrum now. A couple weekends ago, I ended up in emergency with my gallbladder because I was in the most overwhelming pain I've ever been in. I've never felt a pain like that before. I have a very good pain tolerance. I can tolerate I can tolerate pain. This had me in a ball, crying, sobbing in front of people in the emergency room. I don't cry in front of people. Like, it's not something that I allow myself to do, but I was so uncontrollable. It was all across the sternum, because I think your gallbladder is somewhere here. I had the worst pain going across my sternum. It was going up my shoulder, radiating through my shoulder, and then it was going up my neck. It was the most excruciating pain I've ever felt. I have also had my stomach x-rayed. I've had CT scans and all that because I had a leak scare when I had my first gallbladder attack. A CT scan is not a nice process. I struggle with blood on a normal day, like before the surgery. My veins are very shy, they're very small. It's hard for people to find my veins, but since surgery, they're even harder. I'm always dehydrated. So when they have to try and do a CT scan, obviously they have to inject something into the body so that it shows up on the scan. It's awful. I had never had a leak. I haven't had anything wrong with my sleeve or my stomach, but I have had to have 2 CT scans because I freaked myself out thinking that there is something wrong with the sleeve. And that's the hardest part of the surgery, is being so paranoid. I do have medical paranoia. There is a term for it. I have somatic symptom, which is kind of like on the spectrum of a hypochondriac disorder, but I'm not as severe that makes me hypochondriac. So I get very paranoid when it comes to anything medical. I can think myself into making myself sick or making myself ill if I just get the tiniest thing in my mind, the tiniest thought. So whenever I would get pain in my sternum or in my stomach, that would become overwhelming, and I'll be like, oh my god, I have a leak. I need to go, someone needs to do something. I need more surgery. Obviously, I've never had a leak, and I'm pretty sure my surgeon is sick of me by now, but it's been an adventure. I am booked in to get my gallbladder removed on the 19th of May. The 19th of May, I'm pretty sure. It's only a 1 overnight hospital stay, which isn't that bad, and I'm not taking time off work, so I'm hoping I can just I'm hoping the healing is as smooth as it was with the sleeve, because that's going to be a nightmare. I think that's everything. I don't have anything else to point out. I underestimated how difficult the sleeve was going to be, how difficult changing the mindset, changing the lifestyle was going to be, but I don't regret it. I'm hoping I can do it right. That's basically it. I'm hoping I'm not going to screw it up, because I don't want to screw it up. So that's everything. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I can only answer based off what I've experienced, and I don't suggest taking my advice because I don't give out very good advice. But if you have questions, I'm more than happy to answer it. And that is all. Goodbye.